Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you midday money. Sunday, November 30th. December 1st tomorrow. So I guess I'll be talking to you and seeing you next month after midday money. And look at lines tonight. Sure to turn that notification bell on here on the YouTube channel. If you're not following on the X, at Mr. Sean Higgs on the X, 5252 with the followers. Give that a follow there. Of course, the YouTube channels. iHeartRadio after the fact comes in handy for look at lines. We did the week 14 the other night. We'll do it again today for the Thursday games. No, the Thursday game, Dallas and Detroit. If you tuned in the other day, you'd have Dallas at 5.5, not 3.5. But whatever. Let's get going. All NFL free picks today. No college hoops. No college football. We'll talk about. I'll probably have a little rant about the playoffs soon enough. Hockey, NBA. We'll be turning that page this week, right? There's not a lot going on. We'll flip into different sports. I get college basketball on track. Bad day. That's college basketball. Like 1-5. That's the bad day. 75-72 in the year college basketball. Just annoyed with college basketball. You got that's baseball, Susan. College footies yesterday. I don't even know what I did for the whole weekend. Where'd it go? Wow, 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 2, 3 and 3, 3 and 4, 3 and 5. Tulsa. How the hell do you lose a team with 40 guys out? Winner Ole Miss. Notre Dame over. Notre Dame team total. Stanford team total over. Michigan loser. Michigan under was a winner. We'll take that, I guess. But we'll just Florida State can't get it done. And that's how you go 132 and 115 on the year for college football, in case you're wondering. Tell you how we do. Let me tell you how we do. Now let's do some NFL for Sunday. Well, yeah, I got you covered here. All the games. All the games for you. We got you. We got you. There we go. Please in the chat. On the YouTube. And on the scroll. Here we go. 3 minutes of your life. And then you get out of here. Free picks. Here we go. Midday money. Show picks for Sunday. November the 30th, week 13 NFL action. The Texans plus the 3. Arizona Cardinals plus 3.5. I also took a little team total action there. 20.5 over. Titans money line plus 240. Money lined them here. How about that? Carolina Panthers plus the 10. Dolphins over to 42 versus the Saints. Jets, another money line winner income in here, plus 115. The Cleveland Browns plus 5.5. Seattle over 41.5 versus Minnesota. The Steelers plus 3. Home doggy. Chargers team total over 25.5 versus the Vegas Raiders. And Sunday night action, Washington Redskins plus the 6.5. Watch Commanders, the Commies plus 6.5. There you go. We got you covered. At least I do for NFL here on Sunday. Enjoy. Alexander's in the house. What do you say, fella? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Look at this guy. Where's Carl been? Holy, there's a blast from the past. Will Buffalo cover 3? I do not think so. I like the Pittsburgh Steelers. We just, I just read them off to everybody. I like the Steelers today. I think this is a Steeler spot. This is again, do I like Aaron Rodgers over Josh Allen. No, Josh Allen's better, of course he is. But this is do I want to lay points with the Bills? You want to lay points with the Bills? I don't want to lay points with the Bills on the road. Why would I do something horrible like that? That's not a winner. I mean, we saw them lose at Atlanta. I mean, that wasn't a good game. Hey, as I look at their schedule, for a team that came into the season favored in every single game, they were favored in every game to start the year. They're 7-4. They're 7-4. Lost at Houston, lost at Miami, lost at Atlanta. One win was at Carolina, and you beat the Jets in week 2. I don't know. Away from home, you want them laying points? I don't want to lay points. That's why they're 5-6 against the spread. Not interested. Michael B's in the house. The Canes in the house. Michael B went 0-1-1. Took East Kentucky first half thinking 0-5 they're going to win. They got to come out hot. Nope, pushed over. Hey, listen, I had to lose yesterday on those guys. I mean, my college basketball yesterday was terrible. Started out good, had Detroit, and then downhill fast. Moorhead, Eastern Christian, Western Michigan, Southeast Mizzou, Canisius, loser. 1-6. 70, 75, and 72. That's frustrating. You have like a good day, and then you have a day like that, just crushes the whole week. Definitely a momentum killer. What do I think about Seattle and the Vikings over 41? Well, Alexander, glad you asked because there you go. Seattle over 41.5. I think Seattle's going to score. And I think Minnesota might put something up here. I don't. For the line to go to 7-11 or 7.5, 11.5, whatever it is. What is it? Is it still 11.5? Let me just go to the odds logic live here. 12 now, 13 at Pinnacle. And listen, I got Seattle at 7.5 here. Is it a 5-point move with a backup quarterback? I mean, as bad as what's his name is playing. I mean, McCarthy was trash. You're going to give me at 13. Even and I thought about putting in here because it was, I think, 12, 11.5 earlier when I was putting the picks up for the show today, Alexander. And I thought about putting Minnesota in here, but I know there'd be comments like, you got Minnesota, you give out both sides. You got you got Seattle minus 7.5, and then you have Minnesota plus 11 here. You're a scammer. No, it's just at a 12.5. It's 12.5 right now, DraftKings. I'll take. There is not much difference between those guys. How bad could Bosner be? As bad as McCarthy's been. He can't be worse. He can't be. And if he's worse, that's just going to help out the total anyway. What'd you get? 2 picks, one of them for a touchdown? Right. Seattle's going to score 24-28 by themselves, right? Just on their own without any help. Tell me Minnesota can't get one across or maybe hand us one to get over this total. I'm all for the total. Seattle should score 30 themselves here. Let's not kid ourselves, Alexander. Should be an over. There's the YouTube. There we go. Fire locks. We're looking. I'm trying. Oh, here we go. NBA. Jazz first quarter, first half. This is it. 9-1 ATX against the spread at home. Michael B does not love this. Jazz only non-cover came off a win. Jazz just beat the Kings. Rockets 7-2 ATS road first quarter. You got the Jazz 6 straight time. You got to keep playing it. I mean, it's been cashing for you. You got to keep doing it. Back to Alexander. I see some 42.5 now at circa with this total. 42 here. It's on the way up. You know, all 48 of you watching the show right now must have gone crazy on the over. SF's in the house. Shedeur Sanders today. Now, I just think this is a spot your best unit on the field, the Browns defense. They're usually always the best unit on the field, unless you're playing a really good offense. I mean, they're fabulous. They're going to keep you in the game. Purdy, he is what he is. This is a field goal game written all over. This is a field goal game written all. Listen, Shedeur going to come out here and throw for 200 yards. The guy was 11 of 20. I mean, that's 50%, a little better. I mean, I'm not expecting him to come out here and be awesome. He just needs to hand the ball off to his stud running back. Maybe a couple passes to the tight end there, keep the ball in the chain moving, and pull out a 16-13 type game. Something ugly. That could be Panthers plus 10.5. Different team at home. Covered 10 straight. Home doggy off a loss. All right. Hey, listen. As bad as they looked on, right? Because that's what everyone remembers. They remember Monday night. 10.5 on the road for the Rams. Steelers plus 3.5. Fade Buffalo on the road. Both tackles out. Allen's going to be on his back. Well, as I said earlier, you lost to Miami, you lost to Atlanta, you lost to Houston, and then you're still favored. Still favored. Don't get it. Do not get it. College hoops from Vermont plus 7. Money line. Vermont might not be the most unathletic team in the country. I don't think Yale can take advantage of Yale coming off a tournament win the fourth game this week. I took the over 151 in this game, although it came down to like 148, I believe. So we'll see how we do. Yeah. Good value. Alex is on the phone. As I said, I do early plays, right? I mean, I'm already looking past week 14. I'm looking at week 15 NFL, right? How this week's going to play out, how I think next week's already played. I have what? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 games for next week already played. So I'm already past there. I'm already into the next week of football. And then people don't understand it. They just want to bet right off the bat, entire bankroll in play every day. I don't do that. I don't do that. Gary's coming in first to 20. Here we go. Gary loves his first to race the points here. I don't know about this, Gary. I know you're taking a good team. I understand, but I don't know. Carolina, so they're a little tough. They're a little tough squad. Let's think about Florida Atlantic. Where are they? 6-0 Bonnies catching points. First Euro game for the Bonnies. Might get. I looked at that game. I think it was like a 4.5. It came down. I was like, oh boy, I could grab a 3 here. I just stayed away from it. Well, I mean, I got what, a handful of games today in college basketball. I'll post them on you're on YouTube Premium. I'll put them up there so people could see them. But I don't know. I've had better numbers than the closing number. I'm still losing. Not a great start. Last year's start was ridiculous, 64%. This year, 50%. I'm 75 and 72. That's 50%. That's losing. Do you remember my favorite pen? Listen, I always have a pen out, Carl. If you're going to come in with a pen game. Dana Delp's in the house. Really want to bet the Niners. Fate's handles what people think. It's too many points. It's too many points. Sanders the goat. All right, let's not get carried away here. It's not just us as his teammates. Are you part of his family? What do you mean it's not us? I mean, the defense is great. I don't know how good he is. I mean, they could say whatever you want. The bottom line is the guy could have won a bowl game at Colorado. He was okay at Colorado. I mean, he's got a running back. He's got a favorite wide receiver who likes to throw the ball to. I mean, and he's got a good coach. The coach is good. They win for, they don't quit on the coach. But I don't know how good this cat is. How can you say that? I mean, everybody, Cam Ward, C.J. Stroud, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams. I mean, we go on and on with quarterbacks are supposed to be the best, and they're crap. He beat the Raiders. He beat the Raiders. He's 11-20 against the Raiders. 11-20. Maurice has 10-2 season for the Canes, 7.5 ATS, first time 10 wins since 2003. AC needs to go back to division. Let's jump into a rant. Miami is not in the playoffs. Can't be in the playoffs. You're not good enough to get to your championship game. Not in the playoffs. And yeah, they beat Notre Dame. Great. That's wonderful. Florida State beat Alabama. Is Florida State in the playoffs? Your two losses were as a double-digit favorite. Sorry. I mean, two-loss team. And this is the same here. If Alabama loses, why is Alabama going to get it? I don't think they should get in. I mean, you lost. Alabama probably was the worst loss in all of the football there for college. All right, but it's Alabama. Look at us. But we're going to lose the championship game. You're 9-3. You're 9-3. Is a Florida State loss worse than a Florida loss? Florida just beat Florida State. How the hell is Alabama getting in over Texas then? We're going to put a 3-loss team in there. Listen, Maurice, you've watched my show enough. You heard me rant about this stupid-ass freaking playoff. Oh, we need more teams. No, this is exactly why. They expanded to 12, and then it's going to be 14, 16 teams. You damn well know they want to put these freaking crap SEC teams in here. If they could, Bama, Georgia, Ole Miss, A&M, Texas, Oklahoma, Vandy, they'd have Tennessee in there. Tennessee is ranked. How the hell are you ranked 8-4? I tweeted it out. I saw someone had it, and I was like, look at this nonsense. I think I retweeted it. I said, they've beaten nobody. They lost to everybody they played. Tennessee. Every ranked team they lost to. Georgia. Alabama. Oklahoma. Vandy. But you know what? We're going to rank them because it makes everybody look good. Oh, you'd be the ranked team. Total crap. Total crap. Every game's a fight. Nothing's easy. Dude, Louisville whacked Kentucky. What was it, 50-0, 40-0? And you got to tell me this is a good team? Oh, it's tough in here. You got to never a day off. Never a day off. What the hell are you talking about? Kentucky 2-6, Florida 2-6, Auburn 1-7, Mississippi State 1-7, South Carolina 1-7, Arkansas 0-8, but it's a battle. LSU 3-5, Mizzou, Tennessee 4-4 in conference play. What do you? A&M beat the only team they beat in the top team they played in the top half. They lost to. We'll see. Again, game number 2. You're gonna get excited about him. Here's the thing. If he's total crap today, then what? Then he's a rookie learning. This is the problem with fan bases. You jump on a guy like this guy's going to be the savior. He has a good game. He's going to have a crap game. They lose today 30-10. Not even 30-10. He throws 2 picks, has 165 yards passing. It's 19-13. Somebody wins some crap fest. Is he the GOAT? Moneyline 140 with Florida Atlantic. I mean, again, they were 4.5 last night. Panthers plus 10.5. Yes. Titans 6.5. Browns 6. Bucks. Bills first half. I don't like Tampa Bay. I got Arizona 3.5, but I also have a nice 6.5 spot too as well. So Bills first half, not interested in the Bills at all. Bills can't win. Bills have lost 3 or 4 games on the road, I think. Right? Houston, Miami, Atlanta. That's 3. Who'd they beat? They beat the Jets. I'm gonna lay here. Huh? The Falcons today over the Jets? I don't think so. Not with me. I like the Jets on the money line. Here we go. We're running back. Texans doggy, Arizona doggy. Titans on the money line over the Jags. Panthers in the points. Dolphins over. Jets money line. Browns in the points. Seattle over. Steelers in the points. Chargers team total over. And why? A lot of pluses out there today. A lot of pluses. You see what I mean? People on Twitter are acting like Sanders is actually good at football. Guy was 11-20 against the Raiders. The Raiders are bad. I mean, you beat the Raiders, who I think have the least amount of points scored in all of football. Got 165 points scored. Tied with the Saints. Gainwell Steelers, anytime tutty. Let's go. Why do I like the Houston Texans? The Colts defense I don't think is all that great. I really, really loved Houston when the Colts were looking like they're going to win that game till they fell apart in the fourth quarter. Because everyone behind the Colts. Listen, you're going to be good, and it's not like they're not a bad team. They got a good running back. Quarterback is decent. He's but the Texans are a strong team. Texans have the better defense. They got the better defense. And they've won 3 in a row. They're playing better ball. Getting healthy. They're a game back with 6-5. They're right in this thing. They are 3-1 in division play. 3-1. Not too shabby. Bama should be in. What if they lose to Georgia in the championship game? They have 3 losses. How the hell are you putting a 3-loss team in there? You're going to put them in over BYU, who's going to lose twice to Texas Tech, who's ranked 5th. How you put them in over a 3-loss team? Or over 2? You can't. And how do you make the argument that they're better than Texas? Because you split Georgia and Texas lost it. Well, Texas lost to Georgia by 30. Well, you lost to Florida State as a 15-point favorite. Texas lost to Florida, and Florida just beat Florida State. So by your accounts, they should be out. Not in your account, but I'm just saying by how this nonsense works. They're talking about, well, Miami beat a team by more points. They beat them by 2 more. Like, are really coming down to that kind of crap? Now we got to run up the scores again like the old days? The Canes lost 2 games as double-digit favorites. Alabama have 3 losses. Texas have 3. Get them? No. Well, they're better than somebody. Is it the playoffs? Or is it not the playoffs? If you want the best teams, don't call it a playoff. And take teams from different conferences and say, like, well, the Group 5, North Texas, or listen, those teams aren't good enough. You don't think the ACC team, and let's be honest, you see these lines of projected lines of games. 3-loss teams should not be in there. But again, this is why we have the SEC and the Big Ten wanted this crap, so they can get 10 of the 12 teams in. 9 of the 10. I mean, if you're putting Alabama in, then why the hell isn't Texas in? And I said this last week. That's why, I was hoping Arkansas knocked them off. And Texas A&M, all right, we'll lose this game. Doesn't make a difference, bro. Why do we got to play another game? We don't have to play another game. We got our loss. We'll sit out. We're in the playoffs. No more urgency. I'll tell you what, another year or two, there'll be no conference championship games. Why the hell play them? Why? Who wants to be in them? A game to lose? Quarterback gets hurt? Well, they shouldn't be in. No, they're not. 3 losses, they're not in. Duke win the ACC. Well, hey, then they should be left out. I mean, Duke shouldn't be in the playoffs, but they're the ACC champs. That's what happens when you want to take Stanford and Cal and have a 20-team conference. You play 10 games. I don't know how you're going to work it out. They don't want to split them up anymore. Why would they split them up? SEC doesn't split them up. Big Ten doesn't split them up. I'll put them all together. Well, that's great. That's great because one year nobody plays somebody, right? Hello, Texas A&M. Played all bottom feeders. Played one good team. They lost. You know? It's a joke. Harrison Jr. anytime Teddy, I'm not looking at that. I'd rather do Wilson or Dort. I mean, I know he's supposed to be back. I mean, how good is he going to be? Yeah, 60, please. Justin Jefferson anytime Teddy. I'm not looking to do any Viking kind of stuff. I mean, I like the over, but I think it's more Seattle scoring. Not the same with Tennessee, but I still bet them last night. The Titans. Titans, listen. Here's the thing. I've had the Jaguars a few times. I actually have a Jaguars in Houston to win the division, each of them, because they were both like +2 and 3. I forgot what the numbers are. I'm going to let you know in a second. This is my what is this, Wager Hub here? Hold on a second. Let me find this site here. Let's see. Open Sesame. All right. Here we go. Jaguars at +420 and Texans at +815. So I took them because I know that the Colts are 8-3, but I think there's going to be a move to they're going to lose some games. So why not take the 2 teams behind them at 7-4 and 6-5 to leapfrog them? Totally possible. Totally possible. I like the Titans today. Like them on the money line today. And that's simply because of the Jag spot. Overtime game last week on the road, so back-to-back road games. You played, an overtime game against the Raiders on the road. This is their what? 1, 2, 3, 4th road game in 5 games. That's tough. That's tough. They're 3-1 in that run, too. The loss was to Texans. St. Bonaventure for Maurice. Titans first half, yes. 7 straight covers after a loss, Tampa Bay. Hey, listen, I understand. I'm not, Tampa Bay to me just looks like they're banged up and out of shape. Again, here's the line. 6.5. It's down to 3. They can win as long as they don't cover. And if you think this is the same team, Maurice? Is this the same Tampa team? I mean, and one, I know this is 100% wrong. I don't know where you get your information from, because I had Tampa Bay coming out of their bye week. They're 2.5-point favorites. They lost. They lost to New England at home 3 weeks ago. So that's wrong. Yeah, I'm looking at Bucks. Bucks are too banged up for me. Anytime Tony is Gainwell, Wilson for Arizona, Gadsden, Chris Rodriguez. Dane says, I'm a Steeler fan, but I can't back them. That's fine. Don't back them. You already got your heart in it. You can put your money on it and lose for me, so don't do that. Let me steer them to victory for you, Dana. West Coast playing East Coast, 1 p.m. time, 82 to 86 degrees, 48% what? Humidity? I don't worry about that. Tampa Bay has dropped 3 in a row, has not looked good one bit. Injuries, it's too. Arizona is going to put up 20 points. Automatic. Just pencil them in. That's what they do. Listen, you like Tampa? I'm on the other side. Andrew says Bama sucks. I don't know if that's bad. I don't know if we'll go that far, but if they lose, they're 9-3. They should not get in. Yeah, I mentioned Auburn's got 1 win in the SEC. Come on. Oh, it's the SEC, though. It's tough. This is the crap. Hey, listen, you have an entire network behind you like ESPN. It is what it is. You know? Commies over the Broncos, yes. Although, I mean, the line has moved the whole point, 5.5 to 6.5. So I still like the points. Again, I'm back down to 6 for 6.5. Tampa Bay's now moved up to 4 from 3.5. 6.5 looking good for me there. Any other moves here? Frisco's 5.5, still a couple 5s, 35.5 totals. Conference championship games should be only for seeding. If you make conference championship game, 10-2, you're allowed to get in. Well, if you're in a championship game, chances are you're only going to have maybe 1 loss. So you should get in. But the way it works out here, you're going to have a team in Alabama that could possibly get in and have 3 losses. Why should they get in? Because they lost to Georgia in the championship game. You lost to Florida State. If you're going to get on, and again, I want to say Miami, 2 losses. You lost as a double-digit favorite twice. Who cares? I didn't lose 3 times. You got the worst. Alabama has the worst loss of any team. They lost to Florida State. Florida just beat Florida State. So Texas should get in over Alabama. But it doesn't work out that way because of how the scheduled tiebreakers work. Nonsense. JK's in house. I'm sorry, does Bama play next week against Georgia? Last time I checked, Bama plays Georgia next week. Bama is playing Georgia next week. I didn't know if you know there's a championship game next week. Alabama's 1.5-point underdog next week. JK got crushed. I think I won a game. I know the feeling, man. My college basketball's bad. Tim Rolls in the house. Titans, yes. Browns, yes. Commies. All for the contest today. The contest is going to come down. Oh, you're not even in the contest this week. Gas Station Sushi has 1 win. He's got Washington. Diane has 1 win. She has Denver. Dana has 0 wins. He has Denver. Brandon Jenkins has 2 wins. He's got the Washington over. So, 4 people. We'll see who wins. Is it? Oh, pub sports. All right. So, I like them all for you. I think you were 3-0. All righty. Let's roll out of this puppy. I think the wife invited my mom over. We want to get the Christmas decorations rolling today. So, Texans +3. Arizona plus 3.5. Tennessee Titans money line plus 240. Carolina Panthers plus 10. Miami Dolphins over the 42. New York Jets money line plus 115. Cleveland Browns plus 5.5. Seattle over the 41.5. Pittsburgh Steelers plus the 3. The Chargers team total over 25.5. And the Washington Commanders plus 6.5. That is your Sunday midday money free pick with an S. Look at the lines tonight. If you haven't already, hit that notification bell so you know when I roll out live later on tonight. You don't want to miss out on that. I'll be Wager Talking it up later today. If you want to see me on the Wager Talk channel, I'll come in live there second half. But that's a wrap for Sunday. I will see everybody next month. Love that. Next month. Happy Sunday, everybody. Good luck to you. I'll see you tonight for Look at Lines. Bye-bye.